Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Ketchup Sesh Podcast with Annalee Marling and Alexandra Kerr. This is the third episode of the podcast. Also, today we have a special guest. We're joined by the one, the only Christopher Asuncion, or as he is currently named, Queen Anna. I don't know if you can see it.
Queen.
If you can, then we'll keep this in the podcast. And if you can't, then I'll cut it out.
That happens
But yes, Queen Anna season 1 Fetch with Ruff Ruffman gotta represent. So here we go.
Yeah. So today we are going to be talking about our weeks. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the most amazing show on the planet, Fetch with Ruff Ruffman. And then Christopher's going to talk about his Samevivor experience. Did you know he's a winner? He will talk about that.
I am a winner.
And then, of course, pet peeves and observations. All right. How was your week, Annalee?
My week is going okay. I've just been stuck at home because we're self-quarantining since we're back in Virginia, since we just came back from Colorado. So we've just been stuck at home. So I'm kind of been bored, but it's been okay. What about you?
Nice.
How's your week been going?
Well, I hadn't done much, but then Olivia and I hung out today, and we went to the beach, and then we came to my house and we hung out, got some Taste Unlimited.
Nice.
And you, Christopher?
Well, I've been doing nothing for the past 3 weeks except working on college applications, which has not been fun because my mom likes to peer edit everything I do. But it's okay because these essays, they're going to be spicy. They're going to be like delicious, scrumptious. They're going to eat it all up, you know.
With a side of ketchup.
The best of the best.
No, thank you.
No previews.
No plagiarizing my work. But
I'm not trying to plagiarize your work.
No, it's okay. But anyways, besides that, I have actually gone out the house once. I went to go meet with some friends on Saturday at the Botanical Gardens. We had a little picnic. It was really fun. Us kids got to, catch up, and then the parents got to do their thing. I think my parents enjoyed it more than I did. Just kidding. I had a lot of fun. But we spilled some tea. It's really fun. And I just got back from work. So that's what I've been doing.
Great. How's working?
It's been okay. I work at a Kumon Center where I just grade and teach people. This was my second day today. I only do Tuesdays. But basically what I do is that the children come on with these worksheets and they need to be graded and summarized so another person can enter them into the system. So that's what I did the first day. And since I am a program completer of the math program, I also have to help out with some of the more advanced kids. So today I had to help these two pairs, like this pair of siblings. I had to help them with some of the higher level math. So I get to play teacher for today. It was a lot of fun.
Wow, what a mathlete.
Math is fun.
Right?
Okay, you heard it here.
You heard it here. Someone's good at math.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
We should put your card in the bottom of the description so that
box.
Everyone can consult you for math help.
Sure. My messages are always open. I only answer half of them, but it's okay.
Your DMs are always open.
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right. So what's been going on in the world? Oh, we should probably mention that we talked about Glee on our last podcast.
Oh no, I don't watch Glee.
Fake fan.
I'm not a fake fan because I never was a fan in the first place.
But there has been tragedy struck in the Glee world that we did not really know about before last week.
Because it came out like the day after, like the news that Naya Rivera was missing. And then yesterday she was found dead. So.
Oh yeah, I read up on that. Oh, I read that she managed to help her kids survive, but she couldn't in the process, which I thought was really sad.
I know. And then reading all of the messages from her castmates is just, I started like bawling earlier.
So sad.
Oh my gosh, I started bawling earlier and I was just like, oh. And then I thought about if I die young and then I was goner.
Someone put that on their story and I accidentally clicked on it and it just started playing and I was just crying.
It just made me so sad.
Yeah, that's real sad.
In lighter news, though, Annalee is cake.
I'm not cake.
Annalee is cake.
Stab me with a knife. She's
What makes you
convinced.
cake?
Have you seen the video of like the tasty video of like all like the foods, but they're not actually food, they're cake or like objects?
I mean, I can visualize it, but no, I have not seen the video.
So Tasty put out a tweet earlier this week. Let me find it. It's like, these are all cakes.
That. Look at that.
Oh, toilet paper. I need some of that. Just, you know what this kind of reminds me of? Since
What?
like, you know, they're putting knives through like salt, like objects. It kind of reminds me of like the 10,000 degree knife cutting videos. Have you seen those?
Yes.
Of course.
Where it goes,
Those are
it
so
just goes straight through.
old.
That and it's not cake. It's just like
it just brought back memories. Like I saw it and I was like, oh, that's 10,000 degree flame knife video.
Okay, so once our podcast reaches 100 subscribers on YouTube, we will be cutting Annalee open to see if she's actually cake or not.
Ooh, but then 10,000 degree Fahrenheit knife.
Cake or not.
Yeah. No,
There you
10,000 degrees Celsius.
Ooh. That's metric
Last week you made a
system.
Jeffrey Dahmer joke.
You're scaring me.
I'm
No,
kidding.
you just text me. You're like, you're cake, and I was like,
No,
what?
I put it on my Instagram
oh, yeah,
story.
you sent it to me. I was like, what? For a moment, I thought you were talking about like the cake emoji, like what that.
No,
the
no.
I was like, I'm
No.
not.
I hate to inform you that Annalee is cake.
You hate to inform everyone.
I regret to
hate?
inform you.
You hate?
I
you hate
regret
cake? What is
to
there to regret?
inform you.
Hey, that means everyone loves me because no one can hate cake.
That's true.
But
Unless
it's
it's chocolate.
debatable.
You don't
Chocolate
like
cake is disgusting.
Oh no, my brother does
What?
not like chocolate cake or anything
Chocolate cake
in
is
that matter.
disgusting. Yeah, but
What have you had? Molten lava cake? Chocolate molten lava cake? Oh, delicious. Scrumptious.
isn't it just like? But isn't the
with the
premise
gooey
of,
fudge in the middle?
It's like it
is
cut
Isn't
delicious.
the premise
cut
that
it
they
with, like,
didn't?
the knife, and then it like just oozes chocolate. Like how
It's
is
It's
that
good.
bad?
It's so
premise-
good.
that
How would
it
you hate
isn't cooked fully? It's the
Right,
whole
like,
premise
the
of
middle
chocolate
is-
lava cake.
But it's like it's cooked, but it's like fudge. It's like it's
Kind of
cooked,
this
but it's
video
also
is
like not
Alexandra
full.
doesn't like
You're
chocolate
right.
cake.
I don't like chocolate cake. I don't like chocolate cupcakes. I don't like chocolate ice cream. I do like chocolate.
Chocolate
though.
ice cream.
I love
chocolate ice
chocolate
cream.
frosting.
Oh, I'm not a fan of chocolate ice cream either. Like something about chocolate ice cream just it doesn't hit right.
I had
Chocolate ice
or not. I made beignets. Sunday, on Sunday,
Ooh.
and I made a chocolate frosting and I piped chocolate frosting into them. They were
Ooh,
very,
fancy.
very
Have
delicious.
frosting in them?
Yes, the beignets have
Okay.
frosting in
I
them.
haven't had one in.
I mean, some beignets don't, but you can fill them with anything you want.
yum. I
Oh
love
wait,
mom's
hold
house.
on.
Layers, like cream puffs. I love those.
While we're on the topic of like chocolate stuff, my dad had to make brownies for because it was one of his staff members' birthdays, and so he wanted to make brownies. And here's a revelation that we made: baking brownies in a scone pan. Delicious! Like everyone should do it. I'm scared. But it makes it so every piece is like an edge piece, and I was like, why hasn't anyone done this earlier? I mean, it's
The
just
edge, like
fantastic.
the corner pieces, are the best of brownies.
Yeah, so now every piece is a corner piece with a scone pan. I was like, thanks, Dad.
But the
No, I
corner
definitely-
pieces of brownies are good, but also like the non-corner pieces are really good.
All brownies are good. I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
like
that's
it
true.
like when you get like a square pizza, like the middle pieces of pizza are the worst.
Ooh,
Like I don't.
but
get,
I
like,
don't like crust.
I'm like, what?
What about
You
like
just
cheese stuffed crust? Like
Ew,
when
even
you eat
worse.
cheese stuffed. Oh, what? I love cheese stuffed crust. Annalee, don't back me up here. Cheese stuffed crust?
Cheese stuffed crust, yes. Cheese and bread, like, you can't go wrong.
I'm not into it.
Well, then get out.
I mean, yeah, the title of this is gonna be Alexandra just doesn't like more stuff.
Actually, the first episode was Annalee doesn't like ketchup, and our freaking podcast is called the Ketchup Sesh Podcast.
I hate ketchup.
What a shame.
It's not even that you don't like it; it's that you hate it.
Like I haven't had ketchup since I was like 3. I don't even know. I just never.
Just get yourself a spoon.
I just can't imagine myself eating it. It's like because I just never liked it because it was so sweet. But we've discussed this.
Nobody eats it the way Christopher just demonstrated. No one just eats spoonfuls.
I'm sure there's at least one person.
Like, people like
a
spoonful
spoonful
with, like, eggs
ketchup
and like macaroni or something.
I can't do that. That's disgusting.
My
but ketchup with
You
fries?
gotta do with fries? Yeah.
Do you
delicious.
what do you eat your fries with?
Like spicy brown mustard.
No. Okay, wait. But Christopher and I don't like mustard. I don't know if I can speak for him, but I know we used to.
Yeah, I'm not a
mustard.
fan of like yellow mustard. I can do like Dijon mustard, but not like yellow mustard.
I like
Isn't
Dijon
Dijon yellow?
No, like
honey mustard's too sweet.
Honey mustard's too sweet. That's why
I don't mind
like
honey
ketchup because
mustard.
it's sweet. Like I just don't like sweet condiments.
Okay.
Whatever.
Let's talk about Fetch with Ruff Ruffman now.
Fetch? Okay.
Fetch.
Got a game show and its name is... It's very catchy. It rolls off the tongue. Wait, stop. Somebody want to tell me why we got cats singing?
With Ruff
Fetch.
Ruffman. It's very catchy.
It is.
Okay, I think I can remember most of that song.
Do you remember My Queen Anna? Also, favorite episode? The haunted house episode.
Yes, that's what
Can
I
we
was
just
gonna say.
Annalee
Can we just
literally
talk about
talks
the
about that
haunted-
all the
Talking
time.
about that. The haunted house.
I mean, it's
episode.
such a good episode. I mean, okay, let's start from like the beginning, right? So they come in with the guy on the organ and like the old Ruff Ruffman. What's his name? Like Doofenshmirtz. No, wait, that's wrong joke.
Doofenshmirtz.
What is? I don't remember. But it was like his great grandpa. And like with the organ, such a good intro. The setting, like chef's kiss.
They have to and like find like either like a snake or like a bat or something like that, like for like
yeah
full teams.
And they had
Suspense.
I remember there was the dinner. They did it by room. So in the dinner room, they had to eat like the cold like food to like see the clue at the bottom of the plate. I was just like, you can just like dump it out, you know. You don't have to like eat the nasty crap.
Just flip it over.
Yep.
Okay, but an episode that I remember vividly is that episode where they all dressed up and had to go around to do the what was it? Like the my goodness, what is it? I was about to say electrostatics because physics is in my brain, but it's
electromagnetics.
Thank you. Electromagnetic spectrum.
Like where they had to with
the microwave. They taught me that. And then 6th grade, Alexandra was so educated.
So was I. I remember that.
I remember there was like an episode where one kid had to like go to like a flower shop and the other kid had to like put on a whole disguise and like walk in and try to like see if he could like not recognize him.
It was Brian and Isaac.
And
don't tell me why I know
Isaac?
that.
No.
It was
Noah.
Isaac. No, Isaac had to dress
Isaac was
up
not
and
season 1.
No,
don't
this
think it was
isn't
season
season 1. This was in season
What?
4.
Then who's Brian?
Brian from season 4. Remember the
I
guy
don't
with
know
the really
Brian from
curly
season
hair?
4. I
will
don't know
show
season
you.
4. I am like
Dude, I
a
will
season
show
1
you.
stan, and that is it. Hold on. I will
You
look
don't
at
like the whole thing. The only season that does not deserve rights is season 5.
That's true. We don't talk about season 5.
We will not discuss it.
This guy. Oh my goodness. Do you see him?
No.
Oh, that kid? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that
I remember
kid.
the redhead. No, it wasn't.
This
Yeah,
kid.
I only remember redhead Brian.
Oh, no, go back.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
see redhead
wait,
Brian.
It's that kid with the red up.
This kid.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's the Brian I
That's
remember.
the Brian I know, like the redhead.
That's what
Oh.
see? Ha, you're outnumbered. But nothing beats season 1 with Queen Anna.
Yeah, that's true. I just really liked Liza in season 4. Thought she was a queen.
You guys wanted to be on the show. Like, I wanted to be on that show so badly.
Oh, me too.
Like, 'cause I saw them doing things like iFly, like, you know how we have that now, but like at the time I thought that was so cool, like them like doing the whole flying thing, like indoor.
Yeah, I remember that.
skydiving. I remember that. I loved that. I just wanted to
I remember I wanted to eat the cold soup on the dinner table in the haunted house.
all
I
you
wanted
wanted
to
to
eat
do.
the cannolis in that one, the one with they had to do like the Da Vinci Code.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that.
kind of.
I just really wanted to eat cannolis because
Oh, yeah, there was...
I'd never had a cannoli before, but I saw a cannoli in that show and I was like, I want a cannoli, and now
You're like, that
cannolis are
looks
like my favorite
delicious.
thing.
That's for me.
There's also one with pie that they got to like stick their hands in pie, and I was like, what? I want to do that.
I think there was an episode where like Julia went to a chocolate factory, and I was like,
Yes,
I wanna
it was
do it.
Julia and Harsha. Wait, Was it Harsha?
No. No, I think this was season 1 because I remember Julia got points off because she was being a bad sport.
wait, what? I don't remember
It
that.
was like Julia and Taylor?
Oh,
Hold
maybe
on.
it was Taylor.
Maybe it was Taylor.
I know Harsha did something with someone in her season like that.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Okay, but Willie got to swim with dolphins, and I was
Oh,
so
yeah.
jealous. And Isaac got to swim with penguins.
Those kids did so much. Like, I wanted all their experiences. Like, even if I had to like risk, you know, people like eyeing me weirdly for like wearing a costume in public or something, I was like, I'm willing to do all that.
I will wear a leotard in public just to eat cannolis.
Someone had to like cut their mom's hair too. I got like so scared. I was like, if I cut my mom's hair.
I don't remember who. I think it was
Brian.
Brian, but
It was
I don't
Brian.
remember.
Brian.
Brian.
Because he had to work the
Hair
the
shop.
barber shop.
The
And I was like,
sandcastle one was
What are
fun.
you doing? Remember the
It
kite one?
was my favorite show. If I like meet people and they don't know what I'm talking about when I say fetch with Ruff Ruffman, I get like
They're not my
so
friends.
sad. Because we talked about this when we were waiting in line to get our face spray painted. Like every
Oh yeah, I
day.
remember that.
Podcast.
Wait, guys, I was pushing back my hair and I was like, I'm Radio Rebel. Anyways.
We literally made that joke a couple of days ago.
Sorry, I just noticed myself doing it. I was doing it unintentionally. I was like, oh
I
my
was
gosh.
like, it
I'm
was
Radio
in our
Rebel.
second episode. I was like, as much as I loved making fun of the, I like making fun of Gabby Hanna more.
That's what we talked
Ah.
about for an
We
episode.
talked about that for a good while.
So, did you talk about her poetry at least?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, cute. I
you
love
need
it.
to watch our. You just need
And
to
she
watch our
added flips
podcast.
in.
I also, but no, I was waiting to be, a really good number for a subscriber that contains a 6. We'll leave it at that. I'm a fake
We're at a
fan.
good
What can I
like
say?
19 subscribers now. Something like that number.
Wow. You're like almost halfway there for me to join. Well, no,
100.
that's bad. I can't do math.
I thought
You're
you were
like-
a mathlete.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that good. Like a 3rd or a 4th, whatever. Math isn't my strong suit. Anyways,
Sure, it's not. Mr. Perfect math score on his SAT.
whatever. I actually did not get a perfect score on my SAT. I got a perfect score on my PSAT. Thank you.
We're
10 minutes
running-
remaining.
Oh no.
Wait, did y'all see that too?
I see it.
Yeah,
It's at the top.
I see it.
Oh my god, now it's got a timer.
Oh no!
Scary.
Okay, what Fetch? Because
Fetch.
Fetch, my favorite show in the world. It still is. It still holds that like, it holds a lot of sentiment.
I was so sad when it was canceled. Like when I found the news, I was so sad.
I was always waiting for season 6, like, because season 5, bye.
Did
Season
they have
6.
a cast?
Yeah, because I would play games on the Fetch with Ruff Ruffman website
I
on
remember
PBS,
that. I
and they would
remember
always
that.
have like season 6, and they would have the cast, but there was no season 6, and I was, where is it?
You're like, I didn't get to
Don't
bond
day,
with
it's
They
you.
need to
solid.
release it during the quarantine. Because I'm
They
sure they
do.
filmed it.
Oh my gosh, they should.
Because they have cast photos, I believe.
Like, I'm sure they filmed it.
No, but the kids are like all teenagers or like in their 20s or something. I don't know.
Let's just do Fetch, but with like 20-year-olds.
Isn't that just Survivor?
Well,
Not really.
Okay, not
Not
really.
really.
I think more
Not
like it's more
really.
like Amazing Race-esque, I would say.
Oh my
Except
gosh,
like they're
I
not
used to
like
watch
That is
Amazing
true.
Race so
It is like
much.
amazing.
it's like they're
Race.
competing for points instead of competing for like a time.
Also,
Right.
I always wanted whatever was in the mailbox thing. Like I always wanted whatever was in there, if it was good or bad or anything. I just wanted to open that mailbox.
Would you like prize A or prize B?
Just opens both.
Show
Two
shuts
for
down.
one.
That's why it was canceled, because the kid opened both of them.
Well, in the beginning of the show, the prizes were like, they could be something you wanted or something that was like a punishment of some sort. And then towards the end, everything was just a prize. And I was like,
Yeah.
I like that
It's
one where
fair,
the
it's
guy
fair.
had to wear the bee costume. Like,
Oh yeah,
that was
I
his
remember that.
prize. I think that was red-haired Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Oh, redhead
Brian also had to go to like the dent. I was rewatching the first season like a little bit ago, and I think like the first episode, him and someone else had to go to like a dog, like a veterinarian, and they had to like look at dog's teeth versus like human teeth.
Oh, yeah,
and see,
that
like, which
was-
cleaner.
Yeah, that was Brian and Anna, because I remember they did the test where they have to drink the pink stuff and then they
Yeah.
spit it out. And then
Oh,
it'd be like,
yeah.
if your teeth were pink, you had nasty teeth. And they were like, brush your teeth.
And then like the Ruff cartoon, he had like blue teeth, like it was just straight blue.
No, all I remember from that episode is that the dentist was hardcore flexing because she was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. She like did it, spit it out. I was like, see, my teeth are all white. Y'all's are pink. Y'all need to brush up. And we're like, okay, we get it. You're a dentist.
You get it.
Yeah.
You brush your teeth. Move on.
I
But someone had
always,
like nasty teeth. It was gross, but we don't talk about that.
I've always wondered like what it was like recording in the garage
Yeah.
the garage.
Okay.
It's, like I always wondered
Studio
like
G.
what are they doing when they're in there? Like are they just sitting there and like getting recorded? Like are they
the
watching
kids-
the
the kids-
footage?
The kids who just stay there, like the halftime.
Yeah, are they
like,
watching the
those kids,
footage?
do they just, do they
They just
Like-
sit there for
like, how
like
did that
10
happen?
hours.
How do they know? How
Like
do they
if
know?
someone has to stay
Like,
overnight
they'll
somewhere,
be
they
sitting
have to
there.
like sit there and just like wait.
No, but they only stayed overnight in like a all 6 people challenge
Oh,
kind
that's
of
true.
thing. But
Oh, like the
still, like
NASA
what?
one.
They just, like, sat there. They recorded them sitting there, and then when they got all the footage from everyone else, they just had them watch it again or something. Because that's
But there was only one occasion where a kid was all by himself. sitting there
so bad for
during-
him.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, why are
And
they making him do
I was
this all by himself? That was season
would
1 though, so they figured that out.
Yeah. But like halftime quiz show, I always like aced it. Look at me.
I didn't.
stuck to
Oh my
it.
god, I didn't.
I remember
It was
like,
my
but
second
one
time through watching.
I remember one time I think they got like 5 or 6 out of 10, and I was like, ha, losers. I was like, I got all 10. Y'all know. Just kidding.
You're like, I'd get all the points.
Yeah, I would get mad points. I would win fish. Just saying. Just from
But, like-
halftime quiz shows.
But still, how did they know? Like, what? Were they watching the footage? What was going on back
We were just watching PBS.
behind the scenes?
We were just watching fetch reruns.
Can we
I
talk
think
about though, like how they, like you know how like at the beginning they crawl through the doghouse, right?
Yeah.
I always thought that was super cool. And then they would do the pose. And they were like,
Yeah.
woo! And then they would have like the name tag, and they would have like something like a cool fact about them, and they would always have something new every time. Like every time
Yeah.
that would happen, I was like, I don't have that many interesting things about me.
Can we record
I was
our
like,
own?
what?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
I think we should
Okay.
do that.
We should take pictures, and then you should come up with them, and we should put them as our
Like, do your pose.
Okay, so I think that can
4 minutes.
conclude our Fetch with Ruff Ruffman segment. Also,
Sadly.
I am watching that that clock
I know,
just
I'm watching the
tick
clock
down and
and
down and
3
down.
minutes.
We'll take a little bathroom break.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. See you in a
Bye.
bit. And we're back.
Okay.
Yes, I have some questions. So let's talk about Samevivor. What
Talk
was
about
it? Like, what was it?
Okay.
So,
So
it's
what's-
essentially Survivor.
It's essentially Survivor. What Samevivor was is that it's an online competition on Discord that does the same thing. And there's it's called an ORG, or an online reality game. And Samevivor was a Survivor ORG. And so Samevivor Thailand basically follows the same, it follows Survivor Thailand every twist to a T. So, for example, there was a mutiny at Final 12 where a tribe member could mutiny to the other tribe. We had that. We also had a fake merge at 10 and merge at 8. So everyone knew when all the twists and stuff were happening. And also, since it followed everything to a T, there were no idols or advantages or anything. It was basically Survivor Thailand, except with 16 random people on Discord. That's what I participated in and won. So
Yeah.
How long did it last? Like, how long for you?
So the first day was June 11th, and we finished on July 5th.
Whoa.
So yeah, it was a long time.
That's a long time.
Was it
Yeah,
every
so-
day? Like,
So
How
you
much-
would talk to your tribe mates every day or so if you wanted to. I mean, it was just done through DMs and such, and you can only DM people on your tribe. And usually every day there would be a competition for between the tribes or as an individual. And then after the competition was over, then it would be tribal council, which would usually last a day or so. And that process just kept repeating until we got to final 2.
So wait, what were some of like the examples of challenges?
We'll start with the tribal challenge. So there was live challenges and then there was like non-live challenges. So the example of a live challenge was the first one that we did. So basically it was called Guess the Castaway. Or I think it was, but I don't remember. But basically what happened was the host would send a picture of a castaway on Survivor Thailand at random intervals. And whoever guessed the name of the person first wins a point for their tribe. And basically it was first tribe to 9 points wins tribal immunity. So basically there was a chat room where they would send the pictures and where people would answer, and you'd have to do it before anyone else, and whoever got it first won the point for their tribe. So I did really well in that challenge. I won 8 out of the 9 points for our tribe. So challenge based, so
Well,
yeah,
go.
what can I say?
yeah.
But,
And you won like all the immunities, like the individual immunity.
Yeah, there was a 3-part puzzle. So basically they gave us 3 puzzles. You would do a command in our submission channel and it would send us all 3 at the same time. And you would have to complete it as quickly as possible and then send your screenshots back into your submission channel. And then the host would use a timer to see how long it took you to complete the challenge. And then they would add everyone's times up, and whoever had the lowest time would win immunity. So
was it an app?
no, it was more like a website. So it just take you to a website, and then you would complete it, take a screenshot, and send it into the submission channel.
Did you like
But-
any tactics going in, or sorry?
Yeah. So for the first challenge that I talked about, I won the first 8 points, which was really fun. But then we had trouble getting the 9th point because the other tribe kept getting it. And so you can still talk in your like our tribe chat. So we came up with a strategy where each of us would just have a contestant put on like paste. So whenever we see a picture pop up, everyone would just paste and press enter, and at least one of us would get it. So that's how we got our last point. Worked really well. Teamwork. Those are some tactics. So
So it seemed really like time consuming.
it was really
like
time.
worth it.
I mean, you definitely got a lot more out of it the more time you put into it, because a lot of the time you have to it's less a lot of time to pour into challenges and more into talking with your tribe mates. So I would spend a lot of my time, you know, having one-on-one conversations with my tribe mates, you know, solidifying those bonds, talking game, making sure everyone's still on the same page. And you definitely stand a better chance the more you talk with people, because people will call you out for being inactive and might vote you out because you aren't as super close with everyone else on the tribe. So I spent a lot of time in my day talking with my tribe mates, you know, forming those friendships and bonds to make sure that my alliance protected me when I got to the end. All that
How
good
much
stuff.
time did you spend on it, like a day?
Depends. So some days were more quieter than the others. So on days we would have challenges, I would usually spend like 3 hours on it for the challenge itself. Or if there was a tribal, I would spend, you know, a couple more hours trying to plan out the vote. But there were some other days that required it where we didn't have a challenge, or the other tribe was at tribal council and we weren't really doing anything. So I would just answer messages throughout the day, just like maybe like an hour or so a day on the more quiet days. Yeah.
What did your family think?
I didn't tell them.
Oh, they like don't know.
They don't know.
You didn't tell
So
them
like
that you
days
won?
that you were.
You didn't tell them you won? Like,
No, it's not
no?
like they care.
So
Ooh.
wait, so days that you were on there like for hours on end, your parents are just like, "What you doing there?" And you're just like,
I don't do
just
anything all day.
"Nothing."
I was just on my.
So now that you won, what happens?
Well, now they're going into the 6th season, which is Samevivor Amazon, and in that new server, I get a cool role where everyone knows that I won the last season. I also won Hero of the Season, by the way. I was not expecting that.
What does
but I
that
won
mean?
Hero of the Season. I was voted Hero of the Season, so there was a fan poll. Well, not a fan poll, but like a viewer poll, and at the end they gave out awards. So there was Villain of the Season, Hero of the Season, Player of the Season, Alliance of the Season,
Ooh.
Duo of the Season.
Oh, so it's like there was like the fan favorite one that I voted for. Did you win that?
No, I was not close to that. Angela won. I was like, Angela's gonna win it, and then she won. But I didn't win Hero of the Season. My 4-person alliance in my beginning tribe, we tied for best alliance with another alliance on the other tribe. So that was really cool because
People
that was my
this?
game. Yeah. And then I also won Hero of the Season. I was runner-up for Player of the Season, and then I was in best duo because the person I dragged to the final tribal, we were partners the entire game, but I kind of just dragged him there. But we were an iconic duo, just saying. But we won best duo, so look at us go.
How many people voted on that?
I
Because
don't
I know I did, but like, how many people actually followed this?
So I would say maybe around 60.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. That would be my guess. I don't know though. I think I might be planning on doing another one in the future because it was a lot of fun. So I already applied to another one which starts tomorrow. I don't know if I got it until tomorrow, but we'll see. But it was one that another tribe mate of mine recommended to me. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out because since Samevivor Thailand followed Survivor Thailand exactly, we had no twists, no advantages, no idols, no swap, no nothing. So I'm hoping for more of a spicy experience this time with more twists in the game and see how I fare. And hopefully have fans now. I'm cool.
It's like this was like a quarantine thing. Like if quarantine wasn't happening, you probably wouldn't be doing this.
No. I was like, there's nothing I'm gonna do for months, so might as well.
Would you ever like apply to like actual Survivor, or is that like something you wouldn't do? 'Cause, like, it's
I probably actually like would, but later in life because I'm a huge Survivor fan, and I know that a lot of the people saying like their Ponderosas and stuff that this really should be only a game you should play once you like know yourself really well. That's why I didn't really want to apply, like even though they opened up applications to like 16, 17-year-olds, I was like, no way, I'm not applying. I have no life experience. I would probably have a mental breakdown, cry, be dead fish in the water, would not do well. I would rather, get through college, have, straightforward path of life, know me, who I am. And I would probably just do it like after college once I have like, set career so I don't have to, go all crazy.
Yeah.
That would be my plan.
Midlife crisis, Survivor.
Yeah.
Well, I think Amazing Race would be like so much fun to be on.
No,
Or like Big Brother.
No,
I think Big Brother would be fun because like there's no like Survivor thing. It's
But the thing about Big Brother is that sometimes I can like really, really like hate people. So I don't know if that would be the game for me.
Oh yeah, you're stuck in a house. Like at least if you're on an island, you can get your distance.
Right. With a house, you have to like live with these people for more than 39 days. You have to live with them for like
What
months.
about being on Fetch with Ruff Ruffman?
Okay, now that's a squad. That's only
that is
6
true.
people.
That's like a squad. Wait, what if they like didn't like each other? I bet you there was some
What
like
if-
castmate like.
You're like, oh, we hate
Who
Brian.
do you think had beef with Julia? Because Julia is like definitely the person who has like beef with like everyone.
Everyone loves Queen Anna though. Like everyone was like
That's
when
true.
Queen Anna won, they're just like, yeah, mm-hmm,
Yeah,
I get
we
it.
saw that coming.
We get it. Queen. I think like I don't know. I'm gonna have to look this up and I'll put it in like the edit. I'll have to look up if there's anything going on with like the people that were on Fetch with Ruff Ruffman way back when. I'll have to see where they are now.
How old are they now?
What?
Like we should like
Old. Like
old.
20s, I would
Probably
say,
like
right?
in their 20s, right? It
20s
was
or
like a
30s.
decade ago.
What if like you were like on the street, you saw like Anna or something? Would you recognize her? Would you be
Queen
Anna?
I would run up to her and give her a big old hug.
And get
Get a
coronavirus.
picture.
Oh, that's true. Well, with masks on.
Well, how would you even recognize her? Because something I love about the masks is that I'm practically unrecognizable.
That's
If I'm in,
true.
like I was in a store today. I was at like a thrift store shopping, and I just like there's like music playing. I just like mouth the words in like my mask, and
No one
can
knows.
see. No one knows.
Nobody
Yeah,
knows.
even at work, I don't have to I'm not a good like people person. So sometimes like, if I see like I was working with a child and they're like making the same mistake like over and over again, I was getting really annoyed. So I was like, oh, but I had the mask on, so they couldn't tell.
Well, they can still see your eyes go.
No, they just like, oh. I was like, no, I'm just excited.
Math.
No, some of
Okay.
Christopher and my favorite things to do is create like alternate seasons of like different TV shows or like come up with ideas for reality TV shows.
Okay, do you have like any you could share? I want to hear.
Okay,
them.
so there's a bunch of themes. So for example, there's a Survivor season called like Survivor, like Brain versus Brawn versus Beauty, where they had a tribe of smart people, tribe of strong people, tribe of beautiful people.
Where are you
So it's
going
like,
with this, Christopher?
Let's do like a little twist on that. How about like Survivor hot versus not? We have a tribe of hot people, a tribe of not people.
But the twist is that you don't know
You just apply.
whether you're on the hot tribe or the not tribe.
I mean, you probably know
Right,
when
so
you
it
get
really
there.
like messes
No,
with your brain.
no. It's like you put like beautiful people with people that are like really beautiful on the inside.
No, I just like it'd be so funny if you applied and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get on the hot team, okay? And then you just like look around you and you're like, oh no.
We have
Who
so
knows, that
many
could
of
be
them.
the hot tribe. You never know.
Really?
That's the point. That's why you don't tell
It's-
them.
And then it's
And
all
they're
about
I
like
am
who
the
you
hot
are in your
tribe.
brain.
I get sunburns.
It's all about you as a person because like you might be on the hot tribe and you might not be like but you might not think you're on the hot tribe and you just be like, oh, I'm on the not tribe.
Yeah. We'll watch their self-esteem like crumble.
Crumble.
The hot tribe just wins because the other team just has low self-esteem.
I love reality TV.
I've been watching a lot of Big Brother clips lately, especially like player clips. So like I watched the 3-hour Brittany Haynes one for Big Brother 12. It was really good. It was really funny. I love Brittany. I also watched like Janelle's comp wins, all hour and a half of them. And I watched like 2 hours out of the 5-hour Alyssa Slater special. That was really fun.
I don't know who these people are, but yay.
Oh my gosh,
Yay.
you need to get on your Big Brother game, jeez.
I'm not a
There's
big
no-
Big Brother fan.
Yeah, you need to watch those clips. I watched
just
like an hour of
stan
Vanessa
Julie.
Russo.
Queen
Oh, that's
Julie.
true. Julie just doesn't change. Like Julie is just consistent.
So we have Queen Anna, Queen Julie. Who else?
Goddess
is-
Chrissy.
Oh yeah, she's a goddess. I know Annalee has no clue who Chrissy is, but like she's a goddess.
She Rob Goddess. Emphasis
I
on
will
goddess.
put a picture of her right
Okay.
now. Okay. Let's talk about pet peeves because we're getting to that time where it's going to start giving us a countdown soon and I'm going to get scared.
Okay. Oh, I had one already, right? Okay,
All
so
right,
one of
go.
the pet peeves you put on there already, because you said I could talk about it, was falling asleep with AirPods in and losing them. Now, here's a story. The other night, I fell asleep with AirPods in, woke up, both were still in. Talent, let me tell you. Look at me. Talent right here. Like, look at
Winner
this.
So
on
he's a
all
mathlete. He's a talent. He is a Samevivor Thailand winner.
Survivor
Yeah.
Thailand winner.
What more
He's
can you
a
ask
fetch
for?
queen.
We should have just said
I
this when we were
mean,
introducing
Queen-
him.
Yeah, we should have. We'll just have to re-record
And
that.
he can keep his AirPods in all night.
Oh my god, that'll be your fetch thing.
Oh, keep the AirPods in all night. There you go. I like that. Okay.
Never lost an AirPod. One of mine that I don't think we ever mentioned, but When your teacher staples your test, but not so it like lines perfectly with the corner, but they staple it like so your paper's here and here are all the papers, and they staple it like this instead of like this.
Hole punch it. And
Oh,
it's
like they go like
punched off,
parallel
too.
to the top of it?
Yeah, instead of like a corner, like perfect to the corner.
Oh, that's what I have to do in Kumon. I've gotten used to that. I'd go click and then I woo.
I'm so mad at you. It's so unsatisfying.
I don't like it when they like hole punch, not hole, but like, you know, like the 3 hole punch like on the side, and it's like when you put it in it, then it like sticks out the top of your binder or something.
What if
It's,
they
like,
just
off.
don't hole
Oh,
punch it at all?
Yeah, when they give back your stuff and they don't hole
When
punch
they
it.
don't hole punch it.
Like,
and
what
then-
do you expect me to do? Like, find a hole puncher?
Like, if
Like,
I
do
No,
it-
no, pull one out of my
so they
backpack?
they
No.
always like don't hole punch it, but then they get mad at you for not using the rings.
And right now,
They're like, use the binder rings.
No,
And it's
my
like, well,
pockets
then
get,
give
like,
us holes.
My pockets
Yeah.
are, like stuffed with papers. And then by the time the exam rolls around and I have to organize it, then I'm like, where does all this go?
What order does this go in? Yeah,
oh,
no.
also, another pet peeve, when the rings in your binder start to not align anymore,
Oh yeah.
infuriating. It's impossible to get things in and out. Like, opening and closing your binder rings is like madness. Like, in class, I will always try to fix it, but it just never works, and it just makes me want to cry.
Okay, I wanted to ask you about holes and bagels, because when we were filming this before, like we just
That's right.
didn't end up using it. But like she said that you said holes and bagels, and what do you have against holes? Like in the
That's a waste. Oh, like you could have more bread in there, like more bagel goodness in there. You're missing out.
All the
But, like-
cream
Like,
cheese
what is the
falls
point
out.
of the hole?
bagels are so like bad for you, like so many calories to begin with, like with the extra
And
hole.
Then why would you eat the bagel in the first place if you're not? If you're there to be
Like
healthy?
I imagine a bagel.
Go
I don't imagine it like a
bagelless.
bun. Like what if it just like looked like a bun?
But what purpose does the hole serve in the bagel?
It probably had
Exactly.
some sort of.
It's
purpose.
not like it changes the taste.
I don't know if I
It
can
serves
look
no
it up.
purpose, in my opinion.
I
It
agree.
serves no purpose. Like, holes don't need to be there. And like then when I'm making my bagel sandwich, the cream cheese doesn't fall out the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I can't tell you the amount of times where I put peanut butter on a hot bagel and then the peanut butter just
Wait,
goes
wait,
through the
peanut
hole.
butter?
Yeah, you know
You
what
say
peanut
peanut
is?
butter on a bagel?
Yes.
Guys, it
Yes!
says this bagel bakery said the hole in the middle of the bagel allows it to have a larger surface area, making it easier to consistently cook the bagel all the way through. This is important because the bagel dough can be incredibly thick, which would make it difficult to know if the center was cooked completely if the hole was not there. You just cook it separate like a donut hole. And
Just like have a
figure it out.
donut cork, like a bagel cork, and then you just, you know.
Bagel holes.
bagel. No, I like bagel cork.
It's like donut holes. those
Bagel
holes.
bagel. That's like bagel bite. Bagel like
Bagel
Bagel
holes.
bite. Yeah, it'll be bagel bite.
holes.
Or you can just, stuff them in your bagel.
Can we trademark that?
Do you feel like a problem with like pretzels with holes? Like, or is that just bagels? I don't know.
I don't like pretzels
that's
very
just,
much.
That's how pretzel do, though. That's like how pretzel work.
That's how bagels work.
No, they don't have to
No,
work like
that's always the
that. But bagel holes. We're
Bagel holes.
trademarking that.
I'd be down. Like with a tub of cream cheese, just like dip
Yes.
in some bagel holes.
They
Delicious.
Someone could sell that. That's probably a thing. I feel like
It's like you get it like a hummus container. You know how like Sabra hummus
Yeah,
has like
yeah,
the
yeah.
hummus and like pretzel chips. Instead, you have cream cheese and
bagel holes.
bagel bites. It's like the
Bagel
breakfast
corks.
Sabra.
I like bagel corks.
Bagel corks. Okay, making trademark it.
Yeah.
Bagel
Like
corks.
stuffed bagels.
Because nobody's thought of that before. Like, seriously,
You go
nobody's
on
thought about
Shark
bagel
Tank.
corks.
Shark Tank bagel.
Bagel corks.
We just walk in there.
We
nothing
need-
planned,
we
there's
need-
no display, just bagel holes.
Have you ever been
Just like put in our
mad?
offer.
Okay, wait, here's my pitch. Have you ever looked at a bagel and thought, why is there a hole? Well, not anymore. Just cork it up.
Lori sold. Mr. Wonderful sold. Deals all around.
Cork it up.
Now you just have to pick which is
For
the
1% of the company.
for 1%. Everyone's like, here.
I'm here looking for $100 million for 1% equity in my company.
0.5% of the company. Bagel Holes.
0.5% of the company ends up just being like a singular hole. That's all they get.
You get a complimentary bagel hole.
And they don't get to try
You
it.
just
No.
pass them around.
No.
No, you just don't bring in anything. No like fancy t-shirt, no display stand.
No, you just show them the bagel without the cork in it, and just
just
like,
have, like-
how angry does this make you?
You have like
Don't
a
you wish there was a cork there?
Fifth grader slideshow with like a bagel, and then it just like zooms up a hole. And we just like put it together.
The other day we had like an idea that maybe we'll just like make
yeah.
we should just make a YouTube channel where we just react to like Fetch with Ruff Ruffman.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say our
I think you could
idea
get copyright
of
strike for
bringing-
that though. Make sure you
of,
do
like,
your research.
interviewing random 7th graders in the musical.
Yes. Okay, so here's our
We're just
plan.
gonna grab someone. We're
When
interviewing
we get back to school, if that ever happens,
Yeah.
we will keep recording our podcast, but we will have to have a guest every episode, and we'll
Every
just
episode.
pull out a random 7th grader and be like, "Hey, kid, in the musical,
Be in our podcast.
yeah, podcast." And then so here's the little bit. It's like, "Hi guys, welcome back to the Ketchup Sesh Podcast with Alexandra and Annalee Marling. Today we are joined by, wait, what's your name?
What's your name? Like,
Wait. Random kid from the 7th grade."
No, and then you're like, "Oh, are you related to this person?" And they're like, "Yes." And you're like, "Oh, I know that." And then we just interview the kid when we know nothing about them. And then we get to pet peeves and we start like ranting about something they do.
But like, don't you hate it when 7th graders do mom?
And they're just like staring at you like,
But that's the bit. Like, that would be a great podcast. But we'd have to change it to like from Ketchup Sesh to like catching up with random strangers.
we'd probably have it like be like a side thing. Like, here's the videos that are random.
Oh yeah, so like we keep our Ketchup Sesh podcast, but we start a whole new channel and a whole new podcast.
Yes, 2 podcasts, double
Two
up.
podcasts.
Double the podcast, double the
Plus
fun.
My dad's podcast plus literacy podcast.
Yeah, Annalee will just be all podcasted up.
Maybe I'll.
She's in multiple podcasts. Well, if Annalee is ever bored, Christopher will come on.
Okay. You're just gonna
Cool.
replace me that quickly, just because I'm
Yeah, I'll chill there with my ice cream sandwiches and my hot Cheetos.
Well, we need a hot flaming knife, and
No, we don't.
but yeah. So, what kind of cake would you be if I were to cut you open?
Thanks for asking. I would be a red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting. What kind
Christopher,
of
and
cake?
you?
What makes you a red velvet cake, Emily?
I don't know. I think in my soul, I just taste red velvet.
So, what cake are you, Christopher?
What cake are you, Christopher?
Oh, geez. I would be an ice cream cake because I'm cold on the inside.
Okay.
Love it.
You'd-
That's how
you'd
you
be
win
the ice
Survivor,
cream
by the
guy.
way.
You would be the ice cream guy from the Cold Stone on TikTok.
I know what you're talking about. That guy. He like ice. He like does
Oh,
like,
yeah.
lettering for each cake.
Yeah.
You'd be his cake, and then he'd write
I've
"Happy
seen his
Birthday"
TikTok.
on you.
Yeah, he's like, today's been kind of a slow day, so I made you guys a strawberry cheesecake.
I would be a
Amazing.
cheesecake. I would totally be a cheesecake. Mm.
What makes you a cheesecake?
Cause I'm
Cheesy.
cheesy, and I'm cake.
Wow.
Wow.
Really good insight
And I'm
there.
very filling. I'm
I'm a red velvet
very
cake.
filling.
Everyone loves me.
I don't think everyone loves red velvet cake.
Red velvet is the best type of cake. I
No, at least you're not chocolate cake.
think. If I was chocolate cake, you'd have to kick me out.
Yeah, I don't like chocolate cake. I'm sorry. It's not it. So like when they're like, these are all cakes, and then they cut it open and it's like a chocolate cake, I get really mad.
You get mad at the cake.
I get mad at the cake.
Get
I also
mad
get
at the
mad
cake
that they told
video.
me that it was a cake. Yes. Because
That's
I'm
kinda
looking at this
sad.
picture of a cactus and I'm like, ooh, it's a cactus. And then it's a cake.
A chocolate cake.
I don't know.
I don't mind chocolate cake. I mean, I feel like that's like a good acceptable way of eating chocolate besides brownies and fudge.
No. Cake, no.
Yes. chocolate cake, delicious.
I don't get how you guys don't like chocolate ice cream though. Chocolate
Ice cream, it just has like, it has that like sometimes it has that artificial, you know, to
like
it.
what about
that's
like
just...
chocolate with something else, like chocolate peanut butter or something? Like, will you eat?
You like hazelnut?
I love hazelnut. Like Nutella. I love Nutella.
Do they have a Nutella ice cream? They should.
That would be good.
Oh wait, actually, I think there was I went to Italy, huh? Look at me, I'm cool. But when I went to Italy with my family, they always have like gelato places with like a bunch of different flavors, right? And hazelnut is always like a staple flavor. And let me tell you, their hazelnut, delicious.
We're gonna have to start wrapping this up, but here's my last pet peeve for the day.
We need you to say a joke too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we need our joke. Okay, so last pet peeve that I wanted to talk about was people that cannot choose a side of the mug. It's like it's a big thing. It actually is a pressing issue. Like if you drink out of the mug, you drink out of one side, right? And you're holding the little handle with your left hand and you put it down. And then you decide to change to your right hand and hold the little mug. So then you've drank on both sides of the mug.
Yeah, just drink on one side. Like
choose a side.
If you're gonna use it, just like use your other hand.
Choose a side.
Choose a side.
Please choose a side.
Thank you for listening to the Ketchup Sesh Podcast with Alexandra Kerr and Annalee Marling. And thank you, Christopher, for joining us. We were talking about Fetch, Samevivor, and pet peeves. And yeah.
Bye.
All right. So a man walks into a bar. He sits down at the bar, and he grabs a peanut from the bowl and he eats it. And then suddenly he hears something say, "I like your tie." And he looks around, but the bar is empty except for the bartender. And so he eats another one. And he hears, "You have really nice eyes." And he looks around again and he's like really confused. So he eats another one. And then he hears, "Man, you have really nice lips." And so he's really freaked out. So he goes up to the bartender. He asks, "Excuse me, sir, were you saying all those things to me?" And the bartender says, "No, it's the peanuts. They're complimentary."
That's so bad.
You're welcome.
The build up on that one.